loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now. 60-yard. Like a screen. Pass. Lucky. Switch.
Check 50, check 50. 10, let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey,
alert 3.
Squeeze. Bam. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. He's got his man on the out route. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Check three. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Joker.
He's gripping.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We got 3. We got bombers. Rock it.
Jim. Hatchet.
Now.
Running right. Here's Falk. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Gator.
Watch QB drop.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Switch it.
Now a give left side to Falk. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Break. Hey, lock it.
Shit.
Get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick here is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Ready.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Greystone, travel.
Tight dog.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check.
Leo.
36.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Hey, let's get in that hose.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Check it out, Reed. Wide, get wide.
Hey, stand off.
Check 37. Pick the edge. Come.
80 weapon. Speed grip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, fellas.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run it with Jackson. And a good run as he manages 7 yards now to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
The 17-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Pilot, 64, weak. Bravo.
2nd and 3. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1.
X3, 218, chop it. Check 25, check 25.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Shoot.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the earth.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to break.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's caught by Mike Evans. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Protein spill. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Squeeze. Check it out. Kill. Under 10. Fair.
Kill.
Hey.
Safe.
Defense.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on, fellas.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Let go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Down, 18 Gator.
Check 45 to Mike. I'm here all day. He's checking.
Crash, 6-6, pull it high. Hey, lock it. Get it.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this down to the 10. That good for 19 and a first down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
60 or.
Go. Strong right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Topper!
Check 4, check 4.
Shoot!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's our time. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Go out!
Check 26, check 26. Deuce. Check 99, check 99. Watch twins. No.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Come on, set! 60 Pittsburgh!
We go.
Hey, team 6!
Line 6. Watch the run.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be taken in at the 1. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors. Overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run again with Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Sam off. Look at me. Door. Fight.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
You draw portraits.
Let's see what you got.
Check 13. Check 13.
This is Neal. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
We go. 8 read.
They can't hang with us.
Hard. Look, squeeze. Snap.
On first down, it's Jackson. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
They're going to look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Second and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Second and 10. That's caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and 11. Second and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I'm coming after you. Mike, 55. Right there.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Go.
They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Set up. 18 Gator. Twistone travel.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Leo. Gone. Undercross. Now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go.
They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Let's get it.
The Saints on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Watch the twist.
Shift. Check. Hey, Sam on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 5. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 27 yards there, a first down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 43-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Hey, exit.
Yo.
Hard. Get ready.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Check three.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
Back to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Let's go, baby.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check safety, check safety.
General West.
SOS.
Hey, Echo. Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Go. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Next to score, Saints 28, Buccaneers 21.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Saints, They keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.